Beautiful, natural people. Beautiful, beautiful, man. Yeah, well, I'm not swimming right now. I'm just around by the pool, just enjoying a little bit of the outdoor. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm gonna be sitting in my nice seat right here and let y'all know what's going on, what I'm talking about tonight. You know, I got one big bed, big bang, 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 bang. So, my trash right there. That's the outside right there. It's my light right there. So the bathroom looks like in here. This is a little closet. That's a bing bang bang boom bang right here. That's where the gangster gonna take his shower at. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So I mean, yo, look. That's what's going on. We're gonna have a seat over here. Relax. Good night, good night, good night to everybody. You know, this is your boy, Jamrat the Trucker, man, coming at you. That's out here right now, man. Stay, as you can see, I'm in a hotel tonight. And I gotta pick my load up right down the street from here. So, you know what I mean? Gotta get up in the morning and go load up my truck. And right now, I got one shipment on my truck right now. So, I'm getting ready to put a second one on there. And I probably got some little clippings of how I load my truck. I might put it in here, let y'all see. I might not. But I got that video coming out soon, how I load my truck. I was loading up a truck. Hey, look, don't laugh at me, people, but it was, I guess it's all right. I load up that truck. But, you know, I come at you to tell you what's up, man. What you think about leasing? Do you think leasing is a good idea to lease a truck? I know a lot of people would say no, because the experience that they have before with leasing. But for me, I can't really say I have any bad experience, because this is my first time leasing a truck. And I know a lot of people probably want to know how to go about leasing. But some of these companies would lease your truck with no money down, no credit check, and 9 out of 10, it's not even in your name, so you can walk away from it. And if you're gonna lease a truck, think about it before. Don't go into no leasing where you're gonna be fully responsible for it. You make sure you ask this question. If I feel like I want to leave it tomorrow, do I have to, is it goes on my credit? First, you're even supposed to use your social security when you're going to get a truck through a company. They're supposed to go by your EIN number and stuff like that. I'm just tired of people listening yawning, but they're supposed to go through your EIN number. So before you decide to come out here, come lease a truck, make sure you get your LLC. So you have that EIN number and all that good stuff. So when you come out here, you have that to lease a truck. Most companies, they will lease your truck with no money down. Which means sometimes how they do it is you might work and they take it out your check. Take your leasing out your check in small portion. Like how they did me. I mean, it's not every company. I know it's not every company is like that, but some company, that's how they do it. You know what I mean? So I got some caffeine, man. I just want to put myself up in the video, man. I'm not advertising them. But yeah, some company would take it out your check, some more portion till you paid off. Like I remember my first truck when I just come to the company and they leased me my first truck. It was like 40, $4,200, and they would take. They say, well, if you make a paycheck over $5,000, they're going to take at least $1,000 out of it or $2,000 out of it until you pay it off. And the longer you take to pay it off, the interest was growing on it. So something like that I didn't want to. And when I come, I mean, for me, leasing the truck it was pretty good for me. Like my first time, I didn't have no experience in leasing. I always watch other guys talk about leasing, and people who try to say leasing is not good. But for me, my experience in leasing, I think it worked my time to be at the company for a year now. And for me, I don't have no issues with making money and making my truck payments. And so yeah, I drive a truck for a couple months, and then I drive a truck for about September, October, November, December, January. I drive a truck for 5 months, and then I purchased that 2018 Volvo that I have from the company. And that truck, I put down $16,000 on that truck to make my payments cheaper. My payments on that truck is $1,600 per month, not per week. Like I said, a lot of guys who take the reason why a lot of guys complain about leasing is because they all hear about leasing weekly lease. A lot of guys go to weekly lease. If you decide to come out and lease a truck, man, don't go to that weekly lease. I feel like that weekly lease, you're never gonna. You might own the truck, but you're gonna have to you're gonna have to rough it out with a lot of the bullshit that comes with it. Okay, you know, once you get down to that point, some company, they would give you load when they feel like they want to run it. They might give you some long drawn out load where they don't pay. But sometimes when they take them loads, they have to look at it different. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I wouldn't even too stress the weekly stuff. The only bad part in this leasing is you cannot go your truck. You cannot take your truck and go nowhere else. So if you leave, your truck gotta stay. That's it. That's the only bad part in this leasing. So what I mean. And I met a guy the other day who was telling about you could go to Volvo and lease the truck for 4 years. And if you want to own it, you own it. If you don't want to own it, you can just lease it for that 4 years. After your 4 years run out, you bring it in back. But and then they cover that. In my truck, I have a aftermarket warranty on my truck, so which is pretty good. God, when I went to the Volvo dealership to work on my truck, they told me that was that one of the. They are right. He says that's not the best, but that's one of close to the best. One I'm with. I forgot their name, but yeah, I think they are right. And like I don't think I could do a weekly lease. For one, is because I take too much vacation, man. If you I don't know if doing a weekly lease, you're never gonna be able to come off the road. Your eyes have to be running because your eyes have to be chasing that money each week just to pay your stuff. For me, I did. Oh man, I gotta get up over here. For me, I did. I have my escrow, and I put extra in my escrow just to make my truck payments in case if I feel like 1 month I don't want to work. I want to just take off a whole month. Again, I have my truck payments there. So I mean, and I met a guy at this company I work for, and he told me, he said, "Look, man, this is my second truck. I already bought one already. I already been here for a long. He been here for about 10 years, over 10 years. He leased his first truck, and now he leased a second one. So." And he's running the second one, and he's paying for it same way. So the first one is making money right now. The only thing I see, they do have some truck here at the company where they're leasing for like $3,200 per month. I think if you as a new guy come out in the moving business, I don't think you should take a truck for 3,200. They're gonna push it on you. They're gonna tell you you could make money, but you could make money. You could make money, but with a truck for $3,200, man, you gotta think about running hard. You gotta think about you cannot. You go home, you have to come back out. You can't go home for 3-4 days. I remember I stay home for a week sometimes. I stay home for 4 days. I stay home for 3 days. Yo, I'm really tired, man. I don't know why I'm doing this. But yeah. So if you're gonna get up and decide to get out there and get a truck, man. Like I said, the hardest part in the leasing is just you cannot take the truck when you leave. But otherwise from then, I would recommend leasing. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. I'd recommend leasing because with your leasing, you don't have no credit check. You have to worry about it's going on the credit if you walk away from it. So I mean, but something you gotta hold it out to, man. Something you gotta decide. You're gonna show up to work and work. So I mean, when I just started at this company, they told me I'll be making paychecks for my paycheck probably about $4,000, right? And my first paycheck, I was up to about $8,000, man. And we get paid every 15 days. It's not, we don't get paid, we get paid every 15 days. So it's kind of hard for me to break down my check per week because you might pick up a shipment. Most weeks I delivered, sometime I deliver 6-7 shipments. Like this week, this like last pay, for next pay period, I only delivered 4 shipments. So what a lot of people work is this. They would try to run like me or how work. I don't care about how work. I'm always trying to do at least 6, 7, or up to 7. Like 8 is kind of hard to do in 15 days because like if you get that trip, you run to Florida, pick up in Virginia, head to Florida, and then pick it back in Florida and head up back. Dropped off 2 shipments before you can make money. And I'm a hustler, man. I run. I don't play around. I don't sit down. Once I pick your shipment up, the first thing I do, I call the customer and say, hey, can you take your shipment tomorrow? Like right now, I got a shipment in my truck where I'm trying to drop it off on Sunday. Just to show you how I do it. But yeah, I'm not straying from the leasing topic. I'm just trying to share a little bit of knowledge with the same way. Likewise, but yeah, I wouldn't say leasing is a bad thing because for me, leasing a truck is just basically it's just something easy for a lot of people who doesn't have the money to come in and purchase a truck or to go get a truck. The only thing, why would I say that leasing, which bad with leasing, is just you cannot leave with your truck. But if you find a good company where you could work and you never have to worry, you don't have to worry about anything, you could just work. I would tell you if they're leasing, lease it. But if they have a company who lease a truck and lease per week, I would recommend nobody who just come out of school and go to these new company and go lease a truck and pay a weekly lease. So you want to work in a company, find a lane what make money before you lease a truck. Because a lot of guys come out here and that's what they do. They run into the leasing, they run into the leasing and then they come out say they wasn't making no money, the company was this. Ain't nothing wrong with most of these companies. You have some good leasing company out here. Get some good one. So just think about it when you come out and don't let nobody talk you into leasing. Like don't let me, because I'm not talking into leasing. If you have that mind of buying a truck, more power to you, man, because you can move your truck wherever you want to move it. But me, I didn't have all that money at first. That's why the reason why I leased my truck. And then after I lease the first one and I find out, man, I just decided, yeah, let me go ahead and lease the second one. The next up, so my truck what I bought now, the one that you guys see me with, the one I put down $16,000. My payments come down to 16 something, 16. I think about 1608 because that truck what I have, when I get that truck, it got 89,000 miles on it. That truck was $108,000. That's what a truck costs. And a lot of people look at it as that's a lot of money, but you got a new truck where we're gonna make your money. You're gonna make that money, man. It doesn't matter how you look at it. I think the 5 years is drawing out. I think if you check it out, the 5 years, I think you pay more than it. But same time, whatever you make, you gotta save it. So if you make money out of it, you gotta save years. That means at the end of the day, your truck paid off, you still say you made money out of it. But yo, don't take your boy advice. If you wanna go check out a leasing place to get your truck. Best thing to do is find a monthly lease, not a weekly lease. The weekly lease, you can't take no vacation, you can't take no time. The monthly lease, then yeah. This is your boy John Rat the Trucker TV coming at you. I'm here at my hotel, get ready to go to bed, go grab me a shower. Yo, stay up, stay cool, be blessed. Wagwan. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel same way. I have 307. Need you right there watching my video. You right there. Subscribe to the channel. So I mean, subscribe to the channel, man. And I'll see you in the next one. I do, like as I was telling you, I do have some video where I was loading my truck up. So check those out, man. I'm gonna put it up, drop it. And I do have a new channel, which is my wife's channel, where we got some video we're gonna drop. Most of our vacation video, that's where I'm gonna drop it. But once I drop that video, once I drop that video on that channel, I'm gonna be leaving the name in the description so you guys can see what I'm talking about, the name and stuff. If y'all wanna go over there and check out that channel right now, I'll probably have like a few videos and subscribe. I know I'm gonna leave that I'm gonna leave that in the description. You can go over there and support that, show that channel some love, man. Subscribe to it. We're gonna start put some vacation video, and we'll put a little bit more video on it. But I'm gonna leave that video in the description for you guys to check it out. Alright? This is your boy Jamrat the Trucker TV. Please like, share, and subscribe.